Daily deals. It's been a while since I've done this, but it deserves a space on absolutely deserves its own space if you can make it work. This is something I can only give you the idea of, and you've got to figure out if you can make it work because unfortunately, the solution I had and some others, it fizzled out on us. You are probably familiar with Groupon. Remember Groupon? I don't even know if Groupon's still around. But the concept of daily deals. It was all the rage for many years. It's where a business wants a huge rush of customers that can really provide a really big spike in business at the expense of people buying vouchers for half off. So you typically will run something like a daily deal where, and it says daily, but it's like it can go over the span of weeks or a month. It's limited to one spot. So the original like Groupon thing was Groupon would promote it. And if you bought on Groupon, you would get whatever it was for 50% off, whether it's a freaking barbecue dinner or a amusement parks. They can see some good results with it. It's got gym memberships, massages, specifically good for businesses that really need a rush of customers and a bunch of money up front, and they'll just provide the services later. It's not always the best business practice, and I think a lot of businesses truly regret doing it because it does give you a ton of cash up front. It gets you a lot of people through the door, but if you don't have a system in place to get those once they come in to upsell them, if they're not buying bigger services or becoming long-term clients, you don't have all your systems in place. They come in and they get the free thing and then they're gone. And there's people who specifically hunt for those kind of deals. So you really have to have your business systems kind of in place. But also, the way that the marketer makes money is that they take typically half of that. So you're offering a service that's maybe $50 and you're offering it for $25 in order to spur a ton of business, and then you're giving half that. So you're only getting like maybe $12. It works well when you have something that's at a very high margin and you're okay giving it away for that, or it's service based where you're just going to put the time, like a massages or something, and you're just banking on that you're going to have people coming over a long time. I probably don't need to educate you on daily deals, but because it's been a while since they were super, super popular, some of you may be just starting in marketing and not be familiar with that. But if you've been around the block for a while, you remember daily deals were like all the rage. I'm sure they still exist to some degree, but they were really, really super popular, and they are a valid way to get business fast. Now, how can you take advantage of that as a marketer? 9x12 actually offers you a really good platform to get traffic for that. So having a super crazy deal is actually really perfect. It's really ideal for a 9x12 because you don't have to buy traffic. Like you're going to get this to a whole neighborhood, and it's limited to just that card. They're not going to see it anywhere else. It's only going to be on that card. So say you have I did this with a frozen yogurt place for a while where you'd have 50% off and it's the hot season and you get 50% off a freaking thing of frozen yogurt, and people they get it in the mail, they get a coupon, so you know where it came from. It's only limited to the people that you're mailing to, and they go online and they redeem it and they get a voucher for the half off thing. They go online, which puts their email address into the system, and if they're using your system, you're getting their email list. So now you can actually promote more deals to that email list. And the business now just has to look up, okay, this person bought this. You give them the money and you keep your commission. You give them the money that they check off, okay, this person bought this, and they provide the service. Hopefully that makes sense. That's how Daily Deal works. The problem is it is great because you can actually give these spaces for entirely free, because you know there's going to be a ton of response. You want them on the card. You want them to put a big deal, and you get half of any people that respond. So you only make money when they make money. You know they're going to make money. You don't have to provide the service, and they're getting the ad for free. So it's a very lucrative setup. The problem is that it's really hard to find providers that will run the software for the daily deal. So there's WordPress plugins and stuff, but when I did it for like 3 years, there was this thing, I can't even think of what it's called now. It's been so long. I know you guys will know it. Many of you that were around when we were doing this will remember. But there was it was part of Constant Contact, the email service, and I can't remember what it was, but they used to freaking. It was so cheap. It was like included with your Constant Contact account, and they had Carrie, my assistants, listen to this, but listen to this. You used to be able to set these deals up, and they had a 1-800 number 24 hours a day where their representatives would help the people set it up. Like someone would call and they would do it all, and there was no cost. Like they were doing it 24/7. You didn't have to do anything. And the money just shot over to you. So someone bought like 50% off oil change. They went online. If they couldn't figure it, they called the number. A person helped them get the voucher all set up, and then you just got the money. And you'd have sometimes it would be $3,000-$4,000 worth of things over the course of a card, and you made it scot-free. It was great while it lasted. And then I think it was called Local. I can't remember what it was called, but it was part of Constant Contact, and they provided the whole service for free. The first one I actually did, I did on my own through Aweber. I set up like an Aweber list and a landing page, and people had to go in. Then I had to export it out to Excel and see who bought what. The problem is people will go online and they may not, their freaking browser doesn't work or something, and then they're trying to figure out how to, and you end up doing all this like customer service work, which is a pain. But the especially when you have like 50 people emailing and saying I can't get this voucher to work or something. So if you can, super lucrative, makes lots of money. You can drive a ton of business to your clients. Think about it. If you can manage just find a daily deal plugin in WordPress and if you can figure out the technical logistics of it, you can make a lot of money on this. Next lesson.